On Thursday night, I got rung up from our Ngāti Porou Tautuhere. It was basically a call to arms, if you like, to get us to start collection centres.
A senior pilot and member of the Aero Club, Dale Radford, suggested that we might want to, provide some assistance via the air capability that we've got as pilots. From there, though, it grew remarkably.
I'm a plus-size designer, strictly plus size. And one of my customers, she's down in Waira, so I messaged her to see if she's all right. And she said that she had been helicoptered out and there's all these donated clothes, but she actually just doesn't fit any of them. Within half an hour, I made a text and then was just like collecting plus-size clothing.
They needed food. They needed water.
Toilet paper was in great need because a lot of it had been lost.
Things like torches,
feminine hygiene products,
batteries,
and sanitation products as well.
What we learned from the Christchurch earthquake was that, of course, what happens is that our women get, under stress. If they're breastfeeding, sometimes their milk does not run. And so there was a need to look at baby powder.
I just did a post and we have ended up with all this, which has been amazing. I think we probably have like 400 kgs, just kind of going on how much I know one of those boxes would weigh. So it's a lot of clothes.
Being able to, on the first day on Saturday, fill a huge truck and trailer with 60 pallets of goods. We're lost for words about the generosity of people.
Across the weekend, we estimate we got around 45 tonnes. It might have been a bit more, of which we moved 12 tonnes by air across about 2.5 days of flying.
We also collected money to buy some underwear, so we went out and specifically bought that, like in the larger sizes, because that is always harder to buy. So we knew that we need to use the resources in Auckland to actually purchase that to then distribute out.
It's interesting, often people need something different to what we believe, and it's best to listen to the local communities and their needs and be able to supply that to them.
We had a little boy, he was 8. He walked up to me and he had all these coins. He said, I've been saving for a game, but I want it to go to another little boy.
We can now give lots of new things to people, which feels really great.
It was extraordinary. Tauranga rallied. We're talking hundreds of people that arrived to offer help.
Everybody you could think of turned up to give. It was incredible.
Lovely stories there. And what's the lesson? Well, if you're going to give something, like an object, a thing, food or supplies or whatever, do your research first and find out what people actually need. Facebook's a great way to do that. Go onto local pages and see what people are asking for. And if you don't have time to do your research, just give cash. That's always welcome. There's a couple of links we're going to show you now. One is Red Cross, which has been doing a great job of taking donations and finding where to put them. And the other one is the Merrill Funds. There's a few of those around the country, and they're all linked from the Civil Defence website.
So much generosity from all across New Zealand. So much so, in fact, that Kōkiri and Sarah Jane from Lost and Led Astray, they've actually paused donations for the time being so that they can distribute what they do have and then come back and reset again. And I just want to reiterate that sometimes hearing like, oh, what you've donated isn't actually what we need, like that can make you feel a bit bad. Like everyone knows that the intentions are good, but just think about being on that other end, like the specificity of a clean, dry pair of undies that fits you is like, that's mana enhancing, man. So that's what you want to be providing for people.
But that's right, money. I mean, obviously it feels quite crude and sort of impersonal, but it's...
Well, it's
they
the
can
most
go and buy
powerful
what they
thing.
want, can't
Yeah,
they?
that's the most powerful.